Missing the
Like next Friday, we're not doing this campaign. So I'm
No, we're
gone.
not. Oh yeah, and I didn't miss out on that.
yes, we're doing a one shot next week. So hopefully we can end on an exciting note this time. This session.
Let's go. With confidence.
Hit the like button while you wait. Every 10 likes, Eric throws in a magical item and or mind flare. Sure. No, I'm not agreeing to that. Hello, everyone. Eric Watson here, freelance writer, player games, writer, boards, recorder videos, and tabletop role playing. What do you want to say, Chris?
The stream literally started with me announcing that we're not doing this next week. Like you're when you clipped on, it's literally like in the middle of me saying like we're not gonna do this next week.
And fantastic, so, good timing on that one.
Surprise!
Yeah.
Surprise! Yeah.
Welcome to. You threw my whole fucking thing off. Damn.
I know.
God, you can't interrupt me in the middle of it.
You hadn't started yet. I was hoping I'd interrupt you before you got started, but
welcome to our Rangers podcast, where we make Reese talk about the Rangers Astros game live on air for at least several minutes. Our weekly live stream Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition online role playing adventures. I'm joined as always by my wonderful friends Chris playing Gottwald Ironhorn, the Minotaur fighter.
Hello.
Heather playing Savra Akedis, the Minotaur. I didn't write it down. Rune.
Oh, you didn't write it down.
Shit. What are you again?
A Rune Knight fighter.
Rune.
You can just say Rune Knight. You don't need to say fighter. That seems like redundant at this point.
I demand
that's your class.
I know, but Rune Knight is like, I don't know. A knight is a fighter. I don't know.
He's too good for a fighter, folks. You're here to hear him first. Bless you, Christopher.
Knight is literally like an upgrade of fighter, I feel like. It's just a better word.
Yeah. Heather playing Savra Akedis, the Lizard Folk School of Necromancy Wizard.
That's me.
Raymond.
And yes, Christopher Callie, F the Astros.
Raymond playing Mac, the Tortle Drake Warden Ranger.
Yes.
I'm going to say it without question marks next time. And Reese playing Toril, the Fathomless Warlock Pact of the Amulet.
Guys, figure out how to say that better.
I didn't write these down. I've been on my computer in like 6 hours.
I don't know what the right order to say that is in, but you didn't do it.
You have too many traits. I'm going to get rid of 2. Yeah. We stream our sessions live on YouTube every Friday. Watch more D&D videos and reviews and Let's Plays on the channel. Read weekly session recaps at roguewatson.com. Watch my behind-the-scenes No Players Allowed live series Crafting the Deep every Monday and Thursday. Head on over to our live post-session discussion chat from the Deep after our show tonight. You can also listen to all these live D&D shows with the Rogue Watson podcast, available wherever you get your podcasts. You can join our official Discord server with invite link into the description below. If you'd like to support the channel, please check out patreon.com/RogueWatson. Patrons get exclusive access to private videos, custom 5e content, and participate in monthly DM roundtables and private patron D&D games. For our campaign, we use Roll20. For video chat, we use Discord. And for streaming, I use OBS Studio. Our music is by Kevin McLeod, and our amazing original character art was done by Jimmy McClure. Previously on Call from the Deep. Following the big battle on the deck of the Sea Ghost, the party explores the rest of the ship, finding some intriguing correspondence as well as several survivors. Punkata, the gnomish deck wizard, Frithoff, the simple-minded bosun and his colorful parrot, and Harley Finn, a captured Triton sent to spy on the Sawagan and their seemingly strange alliance with organized piracy. The party also finds a lead, a letter addressed to the captain of the ship, who wants the supplies delivered to an old mine on the island of Gunderlin, a journey of several days west of Neverwinter. Having secured the ship and their allies, the party returned to Saltmarsh to stock up on supplies and reconvene with the Saltmarsh Authority, Counselor Primewater, and Captain Fireborn. Those are cool names, by the way. Savra picks up that Primewater is disappointed at the party's return and extorts a bit more reward money for their troubles, while still keeping the actual smuggling ring and their newly acquired ship a secret. Before leaving, the party returned to Sandbalay to hire a few new recruits to help run the ship, including a pair of hobgoblins. From there, it is time to take to the open seas toward Gunderland, but after a few dozen miles of leaving the coast behind, they're soon accosted by a red-hulled ship and a gregarious captain bearing down on them. Before I repeat the cliffhanger as our introduction here, I would like to ask, just generally, kind of similar to a marching order,
If you know what level we are.
Let's see, what level is everybody?
It reminded me that we are level 2.
Oh, you're not level 2. That's not right.
No,
You're level 3
no.
now.
Also, I don't think I heard the name of the ship during your recap.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What is the name of the ship, Raymond? Would you like to... You know what I should do is, I need to put it as a sound bite. I need to go back.
You do, yeah.
I don't. The problem is I didn't know where the clip was, but I need to go back and find a good sound bite of, like, a clear sound bite of somebody saying the entire name of the ship.
The clip you need to find is the one where Reese is making it up in real time.
Mhm.
That's the best one.
That is the best one.
Yep. The ship is Noah's Ark 2, Zoo Cruise. There can only be one. Lightning bolt sound strike.
Excellent.
And then the actual lightning bolt sounds.
And then the
Mm-hmm.
right. And is that like in brackets, or is it just like a picture of a lightning bolt striking? I don't know. But it's...
Reese, this is
The ship has a speaker on the side.
That's right, yeah. And it knows
Great.
people are reading the name.
It's a permanent
It knows when
magic
to
mouth
play
that
the
literally
sound.
just makes the fucking lightning thunder. So which lightning doesn't actually make a sound. It's fucking thunder, but I think that just makes it funnier.
That's yeah.
Yes, that is the name of the ship. Canonically, it is there.
The ship formerly known as.
That's right. That's right.
Well, yeah, that if we ever wanted to rename it, it would just be the ship formerly known as. All right, what do you guys generally do on a ship? Now, you have kind of the bare minimum crew to be able
trivia question.
to... More like Office Space. Like, what do you do here?
What do you do on a ship?
Yeah, what do you actually bring to this whole ship thing? But just in general, like, say if there were an encounter on the sea, where in general do you guys like to hang out on this ship? Or what do you like to be doing and that kind of thing?
I just feel like personal questions.
Mhm.
This is not
I
meant to be
don't think we know you well enough to answer
a
that.
heart-wrenching philosophical question. What would I do on a ship?
What do?
My goodness, no one's ever asked me that
it
before.
it almost sounded like school counselor. Like, where do you hang out? Like, where do you spend your
If
time?
there were a ship in your soul, where would you hang out on this ship?
Kids were gonna do drugs. Where would they do drugs at school?
And there is a wrong answer to this. No.
That's right. I don't know. I feel like I'd be like, I don't know, doing not pirate, but sailor stuff, like tying ropes and hoying masts and.
Now, go on, I'm going to let you hang yourself with all these nautical terms.
Hoying masts is about as far as I'm going to get.
Hoist the
Be on the deck.
sheet. All right, so you can be on the deck of the ship doing, helping the ship maintain its shipness.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, it takes like a bunch of people to run on to like operate a ship.
Sure.
Imagine like a master commander scene. Like there's people like doing stuff all day long, right?
Yeah, yeah. That's why you've
So
got
I'm one of the people doing stuff.
a lot of people, yeah. And sometimes people have to sleep, so kind of have to work
Right,
on
yeah.
shifts. Anybody else have preferences of where they are or what they do while on a ship?
I don't know. I think Tor will be either like at the edge of the ship trying to commune with the Fathomless or doing his chores. In between that.
Would he have an adverse reaction to going to the crow's nest? Because, bird and crow. Would he be offended if somebody told him to go to the crow's nest?
Extremely, yeah.
How dare you?
He's more of a water bird now.
Yeah, yeah.
You're a penguin now.
Exactly. He's a penguin crow.
What do you think, Sabra?
When he's on the side of the ship, he's like holding his arms out in a T pose,
Wonderful.
communing that way.
It's just his way of
spray
praying.
and
We just
salt
let
air.
him do. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine Toro also doesn't bathe. You correct me if I'm wrong, but I imagine he just gets covered in salt water and just lets that just brine over on himself.
That is also offensive, but correct.
But correct. Still offensive. Sabra and Mac, where do you two see yourselves on a ship? Now I really am making it sound like I'm a counselor.
Mhm.
Well, if Toro was not in the crow's nest, then Mac would be in the crow's nest. I feel like as a ranger, he'd be watching out,
Okay.
looking ahead. Has a city watch as well,
True.
Likes being in a high place.
Yeah.
Probably have the best perception.
Hmm.
Salva's taken the best room downstairs with all the books
Mm-hmm.
and the comfy chair and the windows in the back. So she's got the windows open to feel the breeze because, it gets too stifling. But she's not going to be on the deck of the ship.
Yeah. I think it sounded like
That's just not.
you kicked the other wizard out of her room.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I took her room. It was the most stately.
Yeah.
So it had the good fluffy chair and the good bed. So
Is that wizard still alive?
yes. But
Yeah.
I took her spell book though.
Yeah.
She doesn't have a spell book anymore, so she's basically useless.
Basically dead.
Kind of.
I took her will to live.
I think
I kind of did.
I think you can cast cantrips without. In fact, I think you can still cast spell. I don't know. Chat might have to help me on that one. I think if you want to change your spells, you need a spell book, but you might be able to still cast them without a spell book. I don't know.
She made sure to take that too.
But
Yeah.
I also took her hands. Really can't cast any spells.
And her tongue.
Sewed her mouth shut.
That
It's
would
fine.
do it. Now that would do it.
We just don't see that gnome for like a long time. And
I feel like you're just
Sauron
gonna
just keeps-
open which ships don't really have closets, but if you're gonna open the closet and just see her just mummified
yeah.
or something incredibly creepy. All right, I'm just gonna pick up on the kind of event that happened at the end of last session by repeating it here so we get a good context for it. Cutting through the waves is a sleek ship with a red painted hull. It quickly becomes clear that the vessel is on an interception course with your own. As it gets closer, you notice a black flag sporting a triangular red symbol flying from the top of the mast. The prow of the blood-red ship is tipped with a vicious iron ram. As the ship slices through the water towards you, you notice two prominent figures standing at the helm. The first is a lumbering ogre who is missing an arm. Forged onto the stump of the missing limb is a huge anchor, which the creature uses to steer the ship's wheel. Standing just behind this beast is an ashen-skinned tiefling with eyes like glowing embers wearing a tricorn hat. He plants his goat legs firmly on the deck and a horn-like device to his lips. And you hear him say, "Hear ye a trembling minnows? Ye have the great honor of witnessing the Lord of the Seas himself, Captain Callus, and the crew of the Devil's Fin. In the name of me dear Lord Father Asmodeus, I call for ye to slow your vessel and invite us aboard so as we may take our duly allotted toll for traveling in me waters." Now this ship is still headed right towards you at breakneck speed to where there is a panic going up amongst the crew as it looks like it is literally just going to blitz right into you. And I'd like all of you to roll a dexterity check for me.
I'm also assuming that there would have been some knock on the floor that something bad was happening for me to be able to know to go upstairs.
You also said you had the windows open and you can kind of hear this general craziness. Yeah.
I feel like if Mac was sitting up there, he'd be like, "Incoming ship," and maybe jump down and let everybody know that there's a ship coming.
Okay. Hold that thought. Let everybody roll.
Sorry, I have to look up my lingering injuries.
Oh yes. Oh yes. That's a good idea.
I still don't think you've decided on arm or leg, have you?
He's keeping it nebulous.
Great.
As a
Almost
reminder,
more advantageous
Is a
now.
check or a saving throw?
this is a check. Mac has a nasty scar. Savra has a damaged eye. Toril is suffering from post-traumatic stress and a crippled limb.
Oh,
I think I'd probably do arm.
Okay.
So I'm not wielding
I believe
anything.
the leg did half movement or something. It was something that
Yeah.
I remember thinking was real bad. Yeah.
All right, so Mac, you're jumping down and basically alerting to everybody that there is a ship incoming. Why don't you roll a perception check for me, and I will give you advantage since you were in the crow's nest. Oh, the nat 20, folks.
Wow.
We gotta put
Not
that
even
one
with
on there.
advantage. Just first roll.
First roll. On the board. All right, so you
Oh,
successfully get a good look at the ship. You can angle its trajectory coming in, and you're able to jump down and shout at everybody, which helps kind of bring everybody into speed and allow them to focus a little bit and kind of be aware of exactly where that ship is, which it looks like it's going to bear down on you in a matter of seconds. Gottwald and Toril, you guys both rolled the same. Give me a d20 between the two of you. Okay. I'm not going to count that as the CRT, but that was impressive.
I wasted it.
That was just a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
All right, Toril, what do you do?
For the ship bearing down on us?
Yeah.
They see us, right?
Yes, they've seen you, and they've even addressed you using this kind of, it would be a magical megaphone or something. You don't feel like you would be able to speak to them, but they have clearly spoken to you all, and now it is like charging at you.
I'm gonna launch a Eldritch Blast like straight up in the air, like a flare.
Okay. Give me give me an attack roll as you shoot very carefully in a flare-like trajectory. The boat suddenly lurches, and you kind of stumble for a second, and that Eldritch blast sends a little bit of energy right through a corner of a sail, and you see a little tear right there as your ship kind of lurches a little bit.
They still might think it's a warning shot. I don't know.
Shooting off fireworks.
Uh,
Gottwald, what do you do in response to these shenanigans?
Does this ship look like it has the capability to like ram us?
It sure does.
Okay. Because that's like a thing, right? Like ships have to be built for that. Like reinforced.
They have to have that specific upgrade, and I did describe to you that they had a vicious iron ram on the very front. It looks like they were literally just like charging at you.
Okay.
And you imagine that'd be a pretty effective way of not necessarily, it wouldn't like destroy a ship necessarily, but it would certainly like stop you in your tracks.
Right.
But Walt, you used to be a pirate, or maybe you still are. What do we do in this situation?
Yeah, there's stuff all over happening
yeah.
all over the ship. There's crew running around. There's
Gottwald would probably yell at the helmsman, who's at the helm. Do we know at the moment?
We don't have anyone at the helm. Shit.
There's nobody at the helm.
Who's driving this thing?
Your helmsman is probably the one random pirate who needs a name, who is not Kunkata or the Frithov the bosun.
Okay. Well, Gottwald probably doesn't trust his strength to do this.
You know what his name is?
Actually...
You know what his name is?
What's his name?
Helmsman.
Oh,
Helms.
Man.
But with two ends.
With two ends.
Like Michael Mann?
Yes, like Michael Mann.
Two A's and two N's.
It's Michael
M-A-A-N-N.
Younger brother, Helms.
But not like Mega Man.
No.
Gottwald's gonna run up to the helm, shove that guy, just not violently, but just sort of edge him out, just shove him over. He's gonna grab the helm, and he's gonna, with all his strength, just turn the ship into the oncoming ship. Because I remember seeing a ship movie. This might be Master Commander, where if a ship's coming at you, you don't turn away from them because then they're still gonna hit you. You turn into them so that you kind of end up like in parallel with them.
Okay.
Pirates of the
I think
Caribbean.
that was Master.
Was it Pirates? It might have been Pirates.
It might have been both.
Yeah.
I mean,
So yeah, he's just gonna grab that helm and just turn as hard as he can into the oncoming ship.
Okay. Classic ship maneuver. Give me a strength check as you shove poor Mr. Man.
Mr. Man. That's gonna be his name now. Mr. Man.
Mr. Man.
There's a nat 20 for you.
Holy moly, guacamole! Look at these.
You shove him so
And
hard.
we hear a splash.
He falls out the ship.
And that is the last we see of Mr. Man. In your excitement, you rush over and just bodily knock the man. No, he gets shoved against the railing and is he hangs on very dramatically.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean, he was going to yell instructions to the guy, but he figured when he saw that it was the guy that they picked up from Sambale, it's like, yeah, he got well do it himself.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you start steering the ship and start trying to like maneuver things in a way that would be advantageous for this oncoming ship, and especially obviously avoiding the incoming ramming maneuver.
Yep.
Savra.
I did not roll a good dex roll.
Yeah.
I'm still on my chair reading.
Yeah. Would you like to react to these? You certainly feel the action happening upstairs and definitely feel the ship lurching and then turning very violently.
Close this book. Puts book away. Gets up, really adjusts coat, fixes all the things.
Mm-hmm.
Very annoyed at the structure.
Yes. Walks upstairs. What?
you open the door and it's a scene of an action movie happening outside.
Leave you all alone for 10 minutes and I come back up to this.
You notice one guy, the one you recognize as helmsman, is literally just like hanging on like this over the side of the rail.
I'm not strong. Well, like I can lift his ass back up.
I'm not saying you have to do that. I'm just painting a picture for you.
Tell him to get back on this side, unless he wants to go swimming. Sure, the Fathomless would love to talk to him.
Would you like to make a charisma check using persuasion or intimidation to persuade him to pull himself back up?
No. Okay, we'll just go. It's both the same. They're both zeros, so
Straight roll.
why not?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm somewhat
That's
persuasive.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, he still looks a little worried though. He doesn't like slip down or fall or anything, but he doesn't quite manage to climb himself back up. He kind of grits his teeth and just kind of hangs on for dear life.
Pats him as she goes by and says, "Try harder."
Mm-hmm. All right, so right now you've got your ship turned. The other ship
She's just
is
gonna
good.
walk up to where the Minotaur is.
Okay, get on the quarterdeck.
He's a good shield.
That's a good plan. Now you've got the ship turning very quickly as Gottwald is just stretching muscles and turning the wheel, the tiller. And now you've got the ship has just cut the distance in half and looks like it is going to be right there on top of you and it could still try and ram you. What do you do, Mac?
He yells at Gold, "What are you doing? We're gonna hit him head on." He's gonna like hold on to something to brace himself. Either the side of the ship or just something sturdy, the mast. He's just gonna hold on tight.
Are you still in the crow's nest or did you climb down?
No, he had climbed down like when he saw the ship. He was yelling and climbed down to let everybody know.
Okay. Give me an athletics check as you try to hang on and brace yourself for any oncoming collisions. Okay. 21's pretty good. Toril, what are you doing? You see Mac wrap his arms around the central mast as he's screaming at Gottwald.
We're still about to ram the ship.
You're not sure what's going to happen, but you're definitely facing towards it now.
Okay. How far away?
That the ship is?
Yeah.
The ship is within 100 feet.
100 feet. Okay. How fast is the ship moving?
Fast enough where you think it could reach about 100 feet in the next couple seconds.
In the next 6 seconds.
One might say.
I'll try to shoot another flare.
You could try to shoot at the ship if you wanted to, or target even any of the people on the ship. It's definitely close. Well, I don't know what the range is on your Eldritch Blast, but it's 120 feet.
120.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to impose disadvantage because you're shooting from one moving ship onto another moving ship, and that's a little tricky, but
I don't think it'll make any difference, right?
we'll find out.
Have not rolled above a 10 yet on it. Yep.
Wow. Rolled a 4 this time. Slightly better. Firing off the shot. At this point, they just think there's like loose fire, like a crate of fireworks in there.
Yeah.
FYI, that's actually not that fast. I just looked it up. It's 12 miles per hour.
Mm-hmm.
100 feet in 6 seconds.
I did try to look up like the general, like, okay, what would like, realistic thing? I said if they start off 200 feet, then we go around, and then 100 feet, and then yeah.
Okay.
Gottwald.
Do I mean, I think, but correct me if I'm wrong, that I need to keep, like, in order to keep the ship turning as hard as I'm turning it, I need to keep my strength on the wheel.
That would probably...
Otherwise, the ship will, resistance will probably...
Yeah, that would probably be
whatever.
recommended.
Okay, then I'm going to do that. And I'm going to just yell out to everyone, tie yourselves in if you can! Brace for impact! And prepare to be boarded!
Give me another strength check.
Strength check. 23. Those are just high rolls. It's not like...
Yeah, that is. Okay, you managed to once again strain. The ship kind of groans and creaks, but you are keeping it on course. And a couple people, stumble a little bit, but everybody's, except for poor Mr. Man, hanging on for dear life. But you can feel the G-forces, I guess, of the ship moving.
Mm-hmm.
But you are able to maintain course. Savra, you have a chance to do something before this ship is going to get very close.
How far is the other ship from us?
About 100 feet.
To the front of the other ship, or like from where their helmsman is driving?
You know what? I don't know if you can actually tell that much of a clear difference from your point of view. If you're trying to target specifically anybody on the ship, I would probably let you target a specific person on the ship for disadvantage, like I did with Toril.
Well, I'm just wondering because I was going to cast dancing lights right in front of their face and blind them so that way they have a knee-jerk reaction to turn the wheel.
What's the range on dancing lights?
120 feet.
Okay.
Can we license YOLO?
What?
Blinded by the light.
Oh, yeah.
Summon some dancing lights. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to combine all 4 lights shining as bright as they can right in front of the helmsman of the other ship.
Okay. Sheds dim light.
Again, just trying to get that knee-jerk reaction for him to go, try to block his eyes because it's real bright all of a sudden in his face.
Yeah, it's not real bright. It's dim light, and it is daylight outside, but I'll let you make an Arcana check to try and focus your magic energy into specifically making this spell at the right moment, create a distracting light, basically.
Okay.
Mainly because it's a cantrip to make you work for it.
17.
That's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Okay, so thanks to your skills your wizardly skills, you're able to summon up these dancing lights right at the perfect moment when they're like really squinting to try to turn this ship, and all of a sudden these little blinking lights go off, and you can see this giant ogre that's like literally one-handed steering this ship with this giant anchor hand suddenly just go like this for a moment. You see their ship like jerk for a second, and between you and Gottwald, you see the ships, I mean, it's just a second, suddenly get real close to each other, and that ram just completely misses that ship. Then you see that their ship has ballistas, and these ballistas fire into the side of your ship as harpoons sink in, and you see several figures come ziplining very quickly down to meet you. However, because they were not able to ram you or get in place, you only see a couple of them actually reach out and get on board.
These guys are ready.
Guys, we're ready. Give me a second while the DM is ready.
Seemed to happen fast, going from 120 feet to harpoons.
Harpoons. You can see they also have decidedly more crew, and they were definitely prepared to handle this situation.
Did they yell out poonies when they were shooting the harpoons?
I'm gonna have all of you roll for initiative, please.
Oh boy. Which of the people on our deck are friends and which ones are foes?
That is a good question.
Probably the ones that look like the other guys are the bad guys.
No time to tell. Just shoot
answer.
everyone.
No time. Worry about that after
Take
they're
them all
dead.
out. That's right.
Yep, and then you've got a bunch of piratey looking scallywags, and then this tiefling wearing a tricorn hat and has a sword, and what looks like a very odd looking crossbow tucked into his belt.
I'm guessing all the guys that look like they pooped their pants are the bad guys.
They do.
Aye! You gave us quite the chase there! Can't say we expected that one, did we, lads? Ah!
He said to himself.
Wait, did Savra win the initiative battle here? That's crazy.
Wow.
Oh, that should frighten everybody.
Can you put my Drake next to me?
Yes. I guess we assumed you had summoned your Drake at some point.
Yeah, I mean, he's
You're in the
always-
crow's nest, so I wasn't sure.
Oh yeah, no. As soon as I hit level 3, I mean, he's always there.
Okay.
And I will state that I've chosen fire for his essence.
Okay.
His essence.
Essence. Fire.
So yeah, now it's important. Which one? So the tiefling with the fancy horns and the hat is
Everybody on this
the
right
enemy
side
ship.
of your boat basically is an enemy, and then this right here is Mr. Man.
Oh,
who's
where are all of our folks
hanging
at
on for
then?
dear life.
We got like 6 other people, don't we?
Yeah, I'll give you.
For some
Those
reason, they don't
hobgoblins
like us
should be
that
at least-
much.
They left.
They're gone. You were bottling them.
Also-
There's-
I need my my hand spider. My familiar.
I'll give you the hobgoblins as. I mean, a lot of people are running around doing shit to basically keep the boat working and intact.
I've got a foot scorpion.
What?
If she gets a hand spider, I want a foot scorpion.
Is that find familiar as a ritual? So.
Also assume you're always doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want
That's
a
also-
spider or do you want the crawling claw as your token?
Crawling claw.
Okay.
But it needs to have 8 fingers.
Sure.
I also need chat to help me come up with a name for the hand spider.
It's actually creepy.
Hand spider. It's a pretty good name.
Okay, you have a hand spider.
Sweet. You can make it smaller if you want, because it's a spider, but yeah.
Yeah, I do need to do that.
I can't control it either, by the
Give
way.
me a second. I'm still getting all this shit going. Okay, you should be able to control it.
I can now, yes.
Okay.
And he'll just go on my turn. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. My bad.
That's him.
We've got some name suggestions in the chat. Mr. Phalanges, Mr. Palm, Hand.
Have we had a long rest?
Yeah, you guys leveled up.
What level are we at now?
Well, I'm trying. My character sheet doesn't look like it fully leveled up, so that's why I was asking if we. Did we have that fight after our long rest?
No.
Ooh, salad fingers.
Because it does. My spell sheet says I have like 0 spell slots, so that's what I'm trying to figure out.
There's a long rest button. Or do you have that one up as an option on the bottom? Long rest.
Mine also stayed at 0, even though I'm pretty sure I hit the long rest button last
Oh,
time.
really?
Yeah, I did too. That's why I'm confused. And all the buttons that I had for all that stuff is now gone off of my screen too.
Macros aren't working anymore.
All of mine somehow got turned off. That's weird.
You do Handy Andy, the handy you never wanted.
On
Well,
Solo is pretty good. Thank
it
you,
worked.
Sylvan.
I knew we didn't hit
Yeah.
it. Yeah, it says you got yours back. So go ahead and hit the long rest button to see if it actually works for it. Well, you may have to turn it back on in the macro section.
Yeah, I had to turn it back on. Let's see.
Doesn't say anything about your spell slots.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll just do it
There's
myself.
something I have
It's
to
fine.
set up to make it work more. I don't know.
Braised leftovers. That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so. All right, we're just gonna do this then. Because,
Hear the
you know,
captain say, "We
why
can
not?
do this real easy. Just hand over some of your nice loot and booty for the lads."
Wait, he wants the lads' booties?
That's exactly what he said. Yes.
And we know where this stuff is going, right? The Gundergan Island or whatever the hell it is?
Mm-hmm. Yes, you have that destination on your map.
Mm-hmm.
So, as I'm like preparing to cast something, I'll just yell back out to their captain and be like, "You do realize where this ship is going, yes?"
It don't matter where it's going as long as you give up your allotment to the owner of these here seas, which is me, Captain Callus,
We know the name of the captain we're meeting, right,
the
Chris?
devil of the seas. This guy does not shut up.
Yeah.
I can tell.
Is it this guy right here? The big one? Is that the captain?
No, it's
talking?
this guy.
No, it's Tiefling. Yeah.
Oh, the tiefling? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's Tiefling.
Eh.
God, I do, but I forgot his name. Trintex. What was it?
Sorry, what are you asking?
The name of the captain that we're going to. The that one.
I
Who
can
gave-
neither confirm nor deny, because this is all you saying
Well,
what you
okay.
think.
What is my? I'll look it up.
all I can do is share the letter.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I can share the correspondence. Everything else is your inference.
Yeah, I see the letter.
That's true.
You got the letter and the map.
We will not make tea.
Tentrix.
Tentrix.
That's who Gottwald told you it is. We'll say
Okay.
that. That's
All right, so
that's who I
in that
said.
case, then she'd be like, "If you're willing to talk to Tentrix about why he is not getting his shipment, then we can come to an agreement.
He scowls and says, "The Sea King? I'll be happy to relieve him of some of his goods then."
Would you like to know where he is? We can come to a deal. Let us work together.
He has a very devilish grin and says, "My lady, I'd like nothing more than to make a deal, but you must cross me palms with gold."
She'll pull like 10 gold coins out of her bag that she has from the money she stole from the other wizard that nobody knows about. And
That's funny.
using like her mage hand, she'll just bring it and it'll do like that flourish.
Like
Casino
you're
chips?
spilling the
Just-
pot.
Yes.
Like-
It's the casino chips.
Yeah. He greedily
And then-
holds out his hands and snatches them, and takes like a coin and like bites it. Does that kind of action. He says, "Willing to give up 10 gold just for a conversation. Now I know you're loaded with cash. My crew."
And I can tell you that Tentrix has 10,000 times what I just gave you.
No doubt.
You and I work together, we split the pot 60-40.
Now, see, my dear, that's
You
where
get 60.
Tentrix was wrong. Tentrix wanted to work with Captain Callus as well, but Callus is a solo crew and pirate.
And you can stay that
Organized
way.
organizations and groups and hierarchies, that's not for the seas.
And you can stay that way. You just show up on the allotted date and time. You do what you do best.
Roll a,
Outside of that, you have to do nothing.
roll a persuasion check.
Persuasion. God, why do you keep picking? Can I do perception or like religion?
It's religion. Him.
I mean, you wouldn't bring up any of the gods, and I thought you'd use religion, but
Pirate gods? They're pirate gods? Other than the almighty coin?
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
If it's not enough, I do have inspiration. I could try to roll it again and get something better. If I can.
He leans
Well,
back, and you see him thinking about it. He gives a side eye to some of his other crew, and his crew was all ready to like pounce on you, but now they're kind of like, leaning back a little bit and kind of looking at him uncertainly. And he kind of strolls around a bit and really, shows off his whole get-up. Says, "Well, I may be willing to leave this ship of yours unharmed, because if I'm not mistaken, I think I recognize this ship. Is this not belonging to one Captain Snake Eyes Sigurd?"
It used to.
"Ah, and what has happened to dear old Captain?"
Mutiny.
He has become a follower of the Fathomless.
That too.
Now the ship is under the protection of the Fathomless.
I see.
I knew there was a pirate god.
Yeah.
It's the new pirate god. Everyone will worship in time.
Well, I tell you, there's no love lost there. Never a fan of this group Snake Eyes and some of the others joined up with. It goes against the code of the seas trying to organize. So old
What I've been
Captain,
trying to say.
old Captain Callus, he be willing to let this newly commandeered vessel run free, but as I said, the lads, we still need some coin, and I appreciate this payment, but perhaps with a little more we could be incentivized.
10 more.
Now, you're insulting the poor Captain Callus here, I can see just by the looks of you nice folks, and your nice clothes, and your full bellies. And this ship, which surely weighs more than it should on the sea. I know you've got a bit more coin to spare.
15 coin and 1 crate of the Tentrix's loot.
And what is that loot?
Come, my new friend.
You see his eyes glitter.
God. I don't know at what point Gottwald would jump in here, but he would not be cool with it. The first bit maybe, but like she's offering to give. It's the weapons we're talking about, right?
It's 1 box of weapons.
Gottwald's not going to be cool with giving these pirates weapons.
They already have weapons. Sit down.
I'll let you sidebar for a second if you want to sidebar.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess I was taking like turn order.
I know we kind of transitioned to a social scene, but you can tell there's still a possibility here. So I'm not going to technically take you guys out right now. But if you guys want to sidebar and
I'll sidebar with them.
They already have weapons.
They can be new acolytes for the Fathomless.
every single group is gonna come away. Members of this fucking religion.
Just
We
pamphlets everywhere.
We can add that to the deal. We tell them that we give them the 15 gold, the 1 box of crates, but they must give 1 recruit to the Fathomless.
You must drown one of your own. The way you sound, it must give 1 to the Fathomless.
One sacrifice.
That actually sounds acceptable right now.
We are agreed.
I do not like this at all. Hold on. I do not agree. These pirates remind me of me in my youth. It is what Tendrix used to be. A
Fantastic, we are agreed.
Simple stick-up men, riding upon ships and taking their money and leaving them unharmed. But we give these men weapons. And they do not trust that they will not hurt innocent people.
You do see that they already have weapons.
And 1 will be of the Fathomless, and will spread the good word to the others, and they will change their ways.
I agree with you, Gottwald. As part of the City Watch, I cannot stand to watch pirates and crime continue.
The City Watch has no...
Yeah.
You have no say here.
No, he's crawling down. He climbed down, but he's like been hugging the mast, basically doing this.
I agree with...
Yeah, having an awkward... You're all spread out amongst the ship. We're having a discussion.
Either we give them 1 crate. They show up, they help us defeat Tendrix. To bring him back to what he used to be. Or we go ahead and fight. You make the choice, Gottwald. You are the only one who has a problem.
Punch someone, that'll make the decision for us.
That's right. Just punch someone.
You already almost threw one of our own crew over the boat.
That was an accident.
I'm still hanging! I thought you were getting tired.
That was you being reckless.
I saved us from a far more damaging boarding than the one that we suffered.
We agree to disagree. We give them 1 crate. They know what we're going to deliver to Tendrix, so therefore they are happy to help us stop it. Or we kill them. I can bring them back from the dead later and study. But if they help, then there's more dead for me to talk to later.
do not wish to condone their actions, but Tentrix is the real threat here. He is the head of the snake that we must cut off. And if this helps that cause, perhaps we can get this Solace, is that his name? He said it like 8 times now.
Captain
Solus.
Callus.
Perhaps if this Callus can agree to attack, board, whatever he's doing, only members of the Black Armada themselves, then we may come into agreement. But if I believe that he is going to hurt innocent people, I cannot stand for this.
Captain Callus, how many innocent people have you killed so far?
It's like The Walking Dead. How many people have you killed?
Yeah. Why?
Why?
He removes his hat dramatically and like puts it over his heart. Says, "In my experience, there are no innocent people, but Captain Callus is in it for the fame and the fortune, despite me dear Lord Father Asmodeus's wishes of seeing nothing but fiery death and destruction in his wake. But if we leave only death in our wake, then who's to tell the story of Captain Callus and the Devil's Fin? We're in it for the money and the fame. Right, lads? Now you want to talk about black arts and evil, then you're talking about that Black Armada. And Captain Callus has refused every time.
See? Ayoid, about Gottwald.
And they want him in there. You can be sure of that. As Captain Callus, he just keeps going.
Yeah.
That's probably how you're able to sidebar. He's just monologuing the whole time.
Yeah, he's monologuing. That's right. Very well. Our interests align again with another criminal. It's amazing how often this is happening.
This is kind of amazing. Once again, we ally with criminals. We turn some of them into the
That's right.
fathomless, and
Yep.
we just make friends along the way. That's the real journey.
That's the checklist.
That's it, exactly.
Dream.
So, Captain, here is the deal.
Meeting new people.
Yeah, just bring out the checklist.
Here's the deal.
You didn't have to kill half of them this time.
Mhm.
We will give you 15 gold. 1 crate of Tentrix's shipment. So that's what you know the value of what we carry.
He smiles greedily and says, "Make it 50 gold."
No.
Oh, he looks disappointed that you're not.
15.
30.
17.
25 gold pieces, my lady, on account
20.
of you being so sweet.
20. Take it or leave it.
Roll a persuasion check.
God damn it.
You're doing a lot of persuading for not having.
You're driving a hard bargain.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to up my charisma score, apparently.
You keep chatting. Or just take the charm
14
person spell.
again!
All right,
Okay.
all right. I've been secretly rolling his counter, and it's not been as good. But I was saying you should take the charm person spell. That will get you out of
Oh yeah.
all those
Yeah.
jams.
True.
He finally does like a flourish with a sword in the air and sticks it back in his sheath dramatically. And you see his crew finally sticking all their weapons down. He says, 20 gold and a crate of your finest weapons from the Black Armada. And I'd say you've got yourself a deal. I do ask one provision, though.
We also have one final sticking point.
Go ahead. You first, please.
I think we get two, but go ahead.
We need one of your crew members to become a follower of the Fathomless. They don't necessarily need to drown today, but they need to preach about the Fathomless.
Lads, any of you into the Fathomless then? They all kind of stare at him.
They just gotta spend an hour in a closet with Toro.
Yeah.
He'll take care of the rest.
Well, you and I can
And they come out
conclude-
completely changed.
While you and I conclude business, one of them
Didn't
must
know I
talk to
could
the
do
bird
that.
about the Fathomless.
I'll let the lads draw straws for that one.
That works for me. Let us go downstairs and we can chat some more.
All right. He follows you downstairs. And
I kick whatever crate looks the heaviest.
yeah, he nods and motions for one of his heavy dudes to come down and start grabbing it up. He says, I have one provision for you, my lady. If I may, what is your name?
You can call me Savra.
That is an amazing name for one as yourself. Now, do me a big favor and always speak highly of Captain Callus and the fearsome crew of the Devil's Fin.
This can be arranged. But like I said, you and your crew show up. How soon do we have to be at this new island? Like 3 or 4 days from now?
You
Was
don't
there a
know the time frame,
thing?
yeah.
Yeah. there was a time
We just
thing
know it was soon.
on-
It was
She'll
like
tell him.
3:05.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She'll tell him that we're going to Gunderlin. And that's where Tentrix is supposed to be.
I've heard some dark tidings on the winds from that island. I would urge caution. Something is brewing, I can feel it from the sea. But
I will put it to you this way. When the final battle comes against Tentrix, because we both know there's going to be a fight. If you are there and you assist in the battle, I will make sure that you get a large chunk of the spoils from Tentrix's stash. For you and your crew, of course.
now be careful, Miss Savra. I need no permissions to take what I view as rightfully mine, of course. But I will say this, Tentrix is no friend of mine. And if our paths cross, then perhaps we will find ourselves on the same side. But
Just
don't...
see what you could do in a fight.
Yeah.
I think you and I could make a very interesting duo in a fight.
He kind of waggles his eyebrows at you, and then doffs his hat again. Look forward
My
to...
little hand spider comes out on my shoulder and just pinky waves at him.
Yeah. You are an intriguing one, Miss Sabra. It was truly a pleasure. And you see as they haul this, they put down a plank, and the rest of the crew kind of looks a little disappointed at not being able to rough you guys up, but they seem pleased at the coinage payout, which, by the way, somebody deduct, what did you say, 20 gold?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Savra literally took like 50 like on her own, and she
Yeah,
that's
I
probably
was
fair. You just paid
bartering
out.
with their money, not mine. So
Yeah. So 20
I got
gold
it.
and
I
then
got it.
a crate of weapons. And you see he kind of dramatically does a flourish and says, Captain Callus, where business is concluded. And he actually disappears in a puff of like brimstone and reappears on the deck of his ship very dramatically, even though the rest of the crew just go back on the ropes.
You leave some.
I knew I was going to like you.
Yeah. Savra, you can definitely have a point of inspiration for that. My goodness.
Did that go how I thought it was going to go?
It's always on the table.
Yeah.
Just like combat's always on the table.
See, this is what happens when I go first. You got the bookworm going first. She's just going to try to talk her way out of it.
Isn't that funny how
Right.
a lot of it's decided because of the initiative order too?
Right.
And with that, the ship disengages.
How did the turning of the fathomless person go?
You tell me, Toril. How did that experience go?
You know, I was I in a room alone with him?
That's however you want to conduct
That's
business.
that was my guess. I don't know. I don't know what your conversion
Not
method
entirely
is.
sure how this happens.
I think we're just on the other side of the ship, just talking and close together.
Mm.
Just
Quietly
speaking
talking with
my
your heads together.
Yeah.
monotone voice for a very long time, and they generally fall asleep and convert.
Give me a religion check.
Oh, you can tell them about your new church.
Yeah. Go to
We're
the
up and
church.
coming. We've got a new place.
Why is my religion better than yours?
It used to have skeletons because religion's intelligence.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. You're just smarter.
Yeah.
What would the opposed religion check be?
I feel like it'd be like if we're talking
history,
about like
wisdom,
like
maybe.
yeah,
history
like
would
spell
probably be good.
saving throws. It'd be like either probably a wisdom or a charisma saving throw. Like what you're trying to save against, like your
That's funny.
sense of
He's
self.
got plus zeros and everything anyway.
Uh,
You feel like the person is like nodding along, but they're kind of just like lip servicing you and like, okay, yeah, fathomless, sure.
Oral walks away. Oral got another one.
Nailed it. The man literally like throws the pamphlets overboard as he returns. Another
Oral like
convert.
fist pumping. Behind
Achievement.
him, all the pamphlets are just going everywhere.
Yeah, I just floating through the water.
One floats in the water, it's open, you see a fish just reading it. It just goes bobs. Like,
Fish
yeah,
is into it,
yeah.
though.
I understand. This makes a lot of sense.
All right, you all continue along your journey on the sea through another day of travel. Now, you guys do get the benefits of long resting here because you're on a boat and you've got all your nice boat shit with you. It's on your travel headquarters, but I don't think we really need to long rest because we didn't actually do a fight there.
Right?
You guys are feeling good. In the early morning of the second day, an ominous fog rises from the sea all around you, and a light rain begins to fall. After a few hours of gloomy, rainy travel, a hulking, derelict ship comes into view. Its sails are tattered and hull battered. The entire ship lists notably to its port side and lies lower in the water than it should. The name on the side of the boat reads Emperor of the Waves.
Derelict and broken down, you're saying? Like we don't see any people, it doesn't look like it's in good shape.
Correct.
Is it coming towards us like it's being steered, or is it just
No,
sort of like
you kind of just came upon it basically.
Okay.
I mean, due to the fact that it's water, like it's, things are moving a little bit, but it doesn't look like it's being helmed.
Right.
At some point, I hope you guys pull up Mr. Man, and
Sure.
You know.
I mean, he's well, I don't know if he is a pirate or a sailor, but he should be able to pull himself up. The
maybe it was
That's
his
what,
first tour.
Wall asks him before he pulls him up.
Yeah, right.
Got you.
Blame me for throwing you over the boat.
Are you a pirate?
How many innocent people have you killed?
How many people have you killed? I'll kill you, you son of a bitch. Wrong answer.
But yeah, well, he's got work to do.
Do I see any? Can I look for signs of life from my crow's nest?
Sure, give me a perception check with advantage.
Oh shit!
Not
Mac.
a crit.
Look at
My
the
God,
skill
man.
crits tonight.
You see so many crows.
That's right.
So many crows in that nest. How the hell have we got all these nat 20s? My goodness sakes.
I can see ghosts now.
Now I'm
Crow
kind of
ghosts.
glad we didn't have a fight. Jeez. What you can see is this ship looks completely inoperable. It has like no helm or steerage, and in fact, you see the entire quarterdeck at the stern of the ship, the rear, has been collapsed and kind of just broken down. And the entire ship looks bare, and it's just rain soaked. It's still raining everywhere.
I'll come down. Yeah, I'll come down, and yeah, or tell everybody, about the derelict ship, and doesn't look like there's anybody there. Looks damaged. Not sure if we'll find out more on board or what happened to it.
Now, Gottwald, as somebody who has been on the sea for a while, you would know there is a
Mhm.
code on the sea where if you see another ship in distress, it would be considered etiquette to provide service to that ship. Or if you're a pirate, perhaps that service may be looting and plundering
Right,
the
sure.
ship.
All right, yeah. Gutwald will tell him there may still be survivors on board. We should check it out and see who is still alive. If no one else is alive there, perhaps there is something useful. But we must check for survivors.
Can I talk to my little spider and have it go rummage around to see if it finds anything?
You guys aren't near the ship yet. I mean, you were... Mac was in the crow's nest, so he could see in it. But if you guys want to approach, you would probably safely... You'd have to take the actual rowboat across versus trying to get near a ship that isn't even properly anchored in. That's what your crew is basically telling you.
All right. Yeah. Let's go over and at least Gotwald will want to go over and check for survivors.
I mean, I'm cool with looking at the dead people, so yeah.
Yeah.
And
I'll just
there
sit
may
at
be dead people aboard.
There may be dead people
Yeah.
there.
I'll just sit
Probably
at the front of the rowboat. No, we're close to any oars, nothing.
Just sitting there like this prim.
Contemplating like how that other captain had his jacket so like billowy in the non-existent wind.
You
just,
suspect
like-
he may have had some magic gear involved in that, yeah, and it was all of his gear was like for show and shit too.
Yeah,
What's that
she's
cloak?
trying to contemplate how to do it for herself.
Mhm.
Get her coat to billow in the wind behind her.
Edmund had that cloak. I never got to use it, but there was a command word you could do to make it billow.
Oh, make it billow dramatically.
Yeah.
I forgot what that cloak was, but cloak of billowing, I guess.
I think that's
Maybe.
exactly probably what it is.
Max says, shoot, I still need a name for my Drake. I'm gonna name it Splinter. Splinter and I.
The Drake is Splinter?
Trying to ask too many questions.
All right, we'll keep it easy, Drakey. Drakey and I will join you in checking out the boat, the ship. I mean.
And the rowboat fits all of you, so
Oh, okay.
Do we trust the crew not to leave us?
Ha!
Ooh, my new big guy friend with the pretty bird.
yeah.
I can tell him to stay on the deck and
We've
Not
also
let
got that
anyone touch the wheel.
mermaidy
You also have the Triton,
the
yeah.
Triton.
yeah, I'll tell him to make sure that they don't leave us behind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He nods and seems very careful about they officially like drop the anchor maybe not far, but like some safe like 50 feet or something away from the ship, just far enough to where they know that basically their concern is that this free floating ship would just eventually like, you know, crash into their ship or something.
Sure,
It's not like violent right now, but that's just the concern, that they need to be far enough away, so maybe 50, 100 feet away or something. But it's trivial for you guys to take the rowboat down. Now you will need to take you think you may have to take some rope with you, because you know that a ship would normally, they would lend down a rope ladder so you can get up, and obviously there's nobody on the ship. You're gonna have to figure out your own way.
Gottwald in town purchased a grappling hook.
Hey.
So yeah, we'll use that.
Okay. So the 4 of you plus the Drake can clamber into the rowboat and head on over to this ship, which is not at all creepy looking.
No.
God, I wish I had a thunder sound effect.
Wow, it's a big ship.
Yeah. Really puts it into perspective.
That's right.
And sure enough, you feel like you would need that grappling hook when you get to the side, because you can see where there's the main deck and you can get purchase on there, but you don't see any kind of ladders or anything on the side. But you're able to kind of swing, and I'll make you do a check. There's no, you know, limit or anything on doing this. And you eventually find a purchase and can reach over and climb. And since you're using a grappling hook rope, it does not require a check. And you can all reach the top of this ship. You are here. The upper deck slopes slightly to the port side. Stairs lead up to the forecastle and quarterdeck, both of which are rain-slick and barren. The doors to the bow are still intact, which is up here. But part of the quarterdeck has collapsed, blocking any entrance into the stern of the ship, which is down here.
And these stairs up and down the. I'm never gonna learn. Maybe I'll eventually learn the terms.
Uh-huh.
The back in front of the ship. Can we actually go up those, or those like damaged ships?
You can, yeah. You go up though. I'm just gonna kind of montage it because
okay.
It's hard to do with this map setup. But you can go up there, and the one in the stern is very much collapsed and kind of dangerous to walk around in. So you can kind of head up the stairs, just peek around, and see that it's in bad shape. But in the front, you can see that it's just kind of empty and barren and scuffed up. But there's nothing. It's just empty up there.
Gotcha. Hello there. Any survivors of this ship? Was there a name on the ship? You said Emperor or something?
Emperor of the Waves was the name of the ship.
Are there any crew members of the Emperor of the Waves still alive? Turns back to his
It's
friends.
me, Gutwald.
It's me, Gottwald. Great. Perhaps I will actually get to punch some goats this time.
Here comes the beef.
Note to self: add punchable ghosts.
Maybe they're making out in the back room. They don't want us to know.
That's right. All right, I'll go to the one good door. He said because the door to the bottom end
Yeah.
is collapsed and not accessible. All right. Hello. What is this darkness? Weird cone of darkness.
Because it is dark in the ship. There's
Oh,
no windows.
I have dark vision up to 120 feet now.
Oh, you know what? I have not
My
updated your
rune
token about
power.
that.
Yeah.
Wow,
that.
finally.
120 feet? Good
Yes.
Lord, son.
I got stone giant sight.
All right. Well, you can see, but the rest of you note that it is, in fact, dark inside. Once you start getting in the ship. Up here is all just you're out in the kind of cloudy day. This primary room may have been for planning and navigation, as evidenced by the heavy wooden table bolted to the floor. Every other piece of furniture has been smashed and destroyed. Stairs descend deeper into the ship, and there is also some bloodstains.
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 Bum, bum,
Drop it.
bum.
That's right. There is no danger in here, at least for the moment. But someone died in here. But it's not dangerous.
But it's not dangerous. I'm sure.
Can I go through the wreckage of the furniture that's like
Yeah,
all
everything
clumped
looks ransacked and battered to where you think that this is not just general debris. This seems like a smash job.
up?
Like somebody was like a room was tossed kind of a thing.
Okay.
However, there is still some notes on this table. There is a map similar to the map you found on the Sea Ghost, where it's kind of that map of the Sword Coast, although this one is a bit more zoomed in and focuses on the route specifically between Gunderlin and Neverwinter. And it includes a lot of details like tide levels and shipping lanes and just different like nautical shit, to where you, especially with your shipping experience, would think that this means that this boat must travel these lanes pretty frequently, or at least got a hold of documents that that would be useful for somebody who was traveling.
Yeah.
And then a note is pinned to the table that says, "Please double check that the creature is secure. The buyer in Neverwinter will only pay if it is unharmed. Remember to feed twice a day."
That's that's not ominous. All right, Gottwald will relay this information to everyone outside. There may be a creature on board. Perhaps this is a Dracula situation.
Who is Dracula?
I don't know.
Maybe a Dracula on board.
Dracula all the way out to sea, across all this water. All right.
But there's only one way to go, and that is down. That is where the bloodstains lead. So, if there is a creature or any survivors, that's as far as he's concerned, that's like really the only reason we're here, I guess.
Yeah.
Could just leave right now and leave the creature to his ship.
Mac jumps out from the shadow with two stakes in his hands.
No, Mac. I thought Mac was the scaredy cat one.
No,
That's how he was.
he's not here.
Yeah, he's not.
That's right.
He's whatever we need him to be.
That's right.
Now you're the impulsive one.
Joe was sad. All right. Let's go down those stairs.
Yeah, let's go down the stairs.
Creak them as loud as possible.
That's right. Let's get some creaky stairs going on.
Okay. You all head down the stairs. Let's go. Gottwald
Gottwald is first and last.
and last. As you all head down a small, very tight, creaky staircase and descend into the lower deck.
I'm also using dancing lights like a torch, by the way.
Okay.
I just have like a pretend stick in my hand, but the little ball just stays right there with me.
Are you like? I imagine you like moving it around like Magneto in X2, just like
Oh,
the
yeah,
balls
like
are
they're
just
kind of-
in it.
yeah.
Yeah.
X-Men United?
X-Men United. That's right.
How many movie references can we get? Slumped in a corner of this cramped hallway is a dead body. A nice-looking spear keeps the upper half pinned to the wall.
Oh,
Nice. What a nice spear.
but weird decorations.
That spear does not go with that body. It's just all kinds of clashing.
I would have used a harpoon,
Right.
not a spear.
I mean, what's the difference?
Exactly.
All right. Where's the body? With
Behind the
spirit?
spear.
Sorry, did you need a body? It's like here or maybe here.
Oh, okay. All right.
Was it there or is it there?
Somebody want to check out that body?
Gladly.
Did it die of spear wounds?
Diabetes, actually.
I will be more than happy to investigate
the
that
spear
body.
came much later.
More than happy to investigate that body.
Yeah, give me a, I guess a medicine, or I guess you give me an investigation or medicine. Medicine if you want to know, like, cause of death. Investigation if you just want to root around in there.
You know, if my investigation's high enough, maybe that'll give me the cause of death too.
Sure. Yeah, give me an investigation. That's fine.
Can I check its religion?
Oh boy.
Oh my God, you and the religion. You're pretty sure it died from spear-inflicted wounds.
You don't say.
You think this body has only been dead for maybe a couple of hours. It seems pretty recent. There's a smell down here for sure as you descend. It smelled of, you get a really
Formaldehyde?
pungent, well, yeah, a death smell, but also a very fishy smell. Granted, you're at sea.
Walking around with a wet bird. It's fine.
The spear also looks magical.
Well, it's got a spear inside it?
Well, no, but I mean, I'm
I-
giving that to you as
that's
part of your
actually-
body investigation.
That's kind of how
Yeah.
I imagine. I thought you were describing like a man pinned on the wall with the spear. With the spear just next to him.
No, yeah, he's pinned. Yeah, he's pinned to the
Oh, he
wall
is
with the
pinned.
spear.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, that's what he has. The spear's inside him. So yeah.
Yeah, like it partially is for sure.
All right. Well.
the whole spear.
I don't know if she's like cracking him open looking for.
Oh, we can't find the spear.
Yeah, to be fair. So, I mean, she'll just try to like yank it out, see what happens. She's not the strongest, but you know.
Yeah. You yank it out, and the body just falls down, dead, and empties its bowels.
Oh boy.
Oh,
That happens.
It does happen.
Just a couple hours. That doesn't make any sense. Like we didn't see any of the ships nearby, did we? When we were approaching.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, as it falls, she would tell everybody that this is a fresh one.
bowels taste fresh.
Fresh one here.
Those bowels are no more than 6 hours old. Yeah.
Yeah,
I want to make corn jokes, but I'm not gonna.
it'd be corny.
Oh, his child is shrunk.
The spear is partially encrusted in like coral and barnacles, and the end of it kind of looks like a hook. It's like slightly serrated and curved.
Does it look like the spear I wear?
It kind of does look similar to that,
Whoa.
but cooler.
No,
Cool.
just had to throw that in there, didn't you?
Everything about this dead man is cooler than Toro.
Even his bowels.
His bowels. His long dead bowels were less offensive.
We don't see any sign of where the spear wielder might be.
You
I see
see,
more blood.
you do see additional blood there. This is a central hallway that features several doors and visible blood stains on the floor. The grate in the middle has been crunched and appears inoperable, and that stench just fills your nostrils.
That grate goes down.
That grate goes down
Okay, we can't
grate.
see down there.
in the floor. With your dark vision, you can see down there.
Peer down into the dark.
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Because you see that the hold is at least partially submerged in water.
Ah.
You
9.
see shadows flitting down there, but you can't tell anything other than that.
Shadows flooding. Could that be water, or do I see like actual movement?
You think with a 9, but you think you may see actual movement. Yeah, I'm giving
yeah,
you that. But you think it may just be a trick of the light.
Yeah. There is something down there. I do not know what it is.
It is a downgrade.
It's a
Peg leg, you nailed
downgrade.
it.
Not an upgrade?
Nope. Is there an upgrade above us?
Yes.
Okay.
Because that was a grate on the main deck.
Yeah. That's how ships work, right?
That should actually let some light in.
You can-
That's actually a good point. I probably should have put a little bit of a
Oh.
light source in the central hallway. I'm gonna do that now.
We must explore these doorways to find our way around. There's a lot of doors. Let's open all 4 doors at once.
Oh my
Each
lord.
one of us goes to a different door.
5 doors. There's 5 doors.
Oh, there's 5 doors? Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna open this bottom one.
Everybody pick a door.
What could go wrong?
Alright,
I
got
found a
walls.
closet.
Yep, you see a tiny room that features a fold-up bed and smashed crate with various ship tools. Looks like a tiny closet.
Yay, I grab a tool.
I found
Hammer
something
or
bad.
I grab a tool. Toro, are you opening that one?
Yeah. It's the abyss.
It's a larger cabin. May have belonged to a first mate. But everything, including the bed, dresser, and desk, have been thoroughly smashed and ransacked. Savra, when you open your door, you immediately hear the sound of screams and anguish as you see thick webs partially covering a large storage room. In the corner is a humanoid-sized cage resting on its side, the door hanging open. A creature that looks like a humanoid spider is ripping apart a whimpering Sawagan with its bare hands, and then it turns to you and screams. And I'm gonna
Can my
ask-
little hand spider pinky wave at it
sure, but I'm
and
still
see
gonna
if I
ask
can speak spider?
for some initiative. Speak spider.
Can you also put the Drake next to me? I couldn't. He's stuck in the stairs, so I couldn't move him.
Stuck in the stairs. I don't know where you are.
Right there.
Oh, I don't see your token on here for some reason.
Uh-oh. I'm standing at the door. You don't see him right there? Oh, it's Toro.
Oh, you were behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were standing behind Toro.
Alright, I didn't realize I was standing behind Toro. I'll be at this door then.
Open that door while the spider monster attacks us.
You did say you guys were all opening doors. Did you want to open that
Yeah,
door too?
I didn't realize I was standing on the same as Toro, so yeah, open it up.
Okay, go for it.
Ooh.
Several crates and
Tokens.
barrels have been forcibly opened or smashed, revealing mostly stored food. A pair of Sawagan are greedily helping themselves when you open the door and they turn towards you and hiss. Thank you, Mac, for that.
I mean, they probably would have like opened the door while we were fighting.
That's
the spider
exactly what was going to
creatures.
happen,
So,
honestly.
yeah, I feel like we're just like getting the party started.
Get this party started.
What is that? Oh, that's a Sawagan. Okay.
All right. When was the last time we had actual combat? I tried, and you bought your way out of it.
Yes, we did. Heather spent her ill-gotten goods. So good.
Oh, appropriately. Gottwald, you are the first to react after having stuffed a random hammer down your pants.
Right.
That you found.
I can use this hammer later. Oh no, we are
Rock
under
thrust.
attack. All right, now I'm conflicted. Which danger seems the more pressing? 15, 20. Savra seems like she's in more danger. She's literally the only one down there, and she opened a door to a giant spider. What are the rules for going past a teammate, though? we have them.
Just difficult terrain, basically.
15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, that's not the spider creature. That's something else. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. It's a dog thing.
Okay.
Which one?
This right
In the
here?
corner? Yeah. Is that a Sawagan?
That appears to be another Sawagan.
Ah.
Just one that is colored differently and has some like additional like frills and fins around its neck. And it appears to be quite worried at seeing this one get ripped apart.
Great.
As you enter the webs, my friend,
Mm-hmm.
the DM will look up the web rules real quick, because I forgot to write those down. I think it's a dex. Yes, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Saving throw. What does the 4 get me?
I believe it makes you restrained in the webs. So you step into this area, which is covered in webs, and immediately find yourself just covered in webs and restrained. You can use an action to make a strength check to no longer become constrained, or you can still use your action, but you have the restrained condition while you are restrained.
Restrain the one that does bad things to your attacks?
I think so. Restrained.
Okay.
Yeah, you have disadvantage on your speed is 0. You have disadvantage on attack rolls, and attack rolls against you have advantage, and you have disadvantage on dex saves.
All right, Godwall's going to use his full action then to just rip those webs off of him. What do I need to do?
Give me a strength check.
Strength check. An athletics check?
Sorry, sir. It just says a strength check.
Just strength. Bare strength. Okay.
Oh
no!
dear.
That's. We'll just roll a 3. Hold on, I've got an inspiration.
Okay.
Use my inspiration.
He's been rolling some nasty. Rolled a 4.
Yep.
All right, good use of
How about a
inspiration.
15?
Yeah, feeling inspired by these events, you were able to rip yourself out of these webs. That does take an action though to free yourself.
Okay. Well, I'm out of movement too, so this is as far as I get.
Okay. All right, this.
Actually, can I say I moved? Well, I don't know. I'm not sure where the door is. It's in front of this space. I'm trying to stand in front of Sabra, like to where, like between the creature and Sabra.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay.
You see a creature that literally looks like a humanoid spider. If a spider still had basically human arms and like number of limbs, but had like these long talons at the end and had like spider mandibles. And this creature looks absolutely pissed off and angry and is going to charge at you, Gottwald, with you, especially with you jacking with its webs. It seemed that like triggered some innate sense in it. And it rushes at you. And
go away, Spider-Man!
And attempts to attempts to jerk its head in and bite at you. So make sure my character sheet's up to snuff. $17
does not quite hit.
Oh man. And it then attempts to claw at you.
11 does
That's
not
worse. Yeah. The tank is tanking. Meanwhile, in the food storage room, we've got some Sawagan creatures which look equally angry at this intrusion. And Mac, this one steps up and its frills go wide and it starts making a hissing sound and then attempts to shoot some kind of viscous poison in your direction.
Yeah.
And I need a, or no, sorry, it's a attack roll. Yeah. 21.
That hits.
Oh, it's an, wait, that's weird. It's an attack roll and a save. Okay. I don't know if that's set up correctly. So it hits, but now I guess it hits you, but now you have to make a saving throw against this poison that hits your body.
Oh, con saving throw. I need a 13, huh?
Oh my goodness.
I didn't mean to do advantage. That was terrible.
It was.
I'm
And
unconscious.
you failed by 5 or more, my friend. So not only is that poison, not only are you poisoned, but you are also knocked unconscious
Oh no.
as it like gets you right in the face, like.
Yep.
They try to remind the DM that we are level 2.
Not in fact. You do wake up if you take damage of another creature. It takes an action to shite away. And then this creature will, seeing you downed, feeling emboldened, it will run past
So-
you.
Did I take any damage or?
I don't think so. I have to check the sheet, make sure it's set up okay. It's weird that it's an attack roll and a save, but it doesn't look like it actually does damage. Yeah, I'll have to double check.
good.
I didn't notice it. That's a weird. I've never heard of a skill that takes both an attack roll and a save.
Right.
With nothing else in
and Then if
between.
it hits,
Yeah, but it's at this point that the only thing is you're poisoned and unconscious, but you can wake up if you take damage or if somebody else uses an action. I assume your Drake is still conscious though if you're still up, so this creature
If
will.
I am incapacitated, the Drake can take any action of its choice.
Okay. Well, this creature still has its turn, and it will come at that Drake and actually try to claw at it.
Now, hold on.
Oh yeah, good.
Well, I was going to say that default, he's got the dodge action, so
Do you have to do
I guess-
anything to make him do dodge though?
that's a good question.
Because I can't imagine he's default. Everybody has disadvantage on him. I think that has to do something he has to do.
Yeah, it's action on his turn, so I guess
Okay.
it's not.
Yeah,
a turn
if you don't do anything else with him, he's
Yeah.
dodging, I guess is what. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so 11 misses anyway.
Well, yeah.
Okay. And then he tries to go in for the bite. Oh, my goodness. I am not doing very well on my attack rolls, though. All right, that creature is just trying to claw at your Drake Warden with Mac unconscious. We go to Toril.
I'm testing my Drake, see what it does.
Trial by fire. Mac instantly falls unconscious, the first enemy. And now the
It's a
Drake Warden's like,
companionship
or
test.
the Drake's like, oh shit.
I'm gonna cast tentacles.
Tentacles,
I guess
always
tentacles. Okay, specifically this is Tentacle of the Deep.
Yes.
The deep tentacles.
Oh, it's your Spectral Tentacle, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll summon it right in front of the thrilled enemy right there.
Okay.
And do a tentacle attack. Never going to hit.
I mean, you saw my attack rolls were also not great, but yeah. Tentacle looks
All
cool,
right.
but it just kind of flops around.
To exile I must go. I'll oops. Back in right here.
Just go down and sit down and have a rest amongst the ruin.
Yep.
Sabra.
Okay. Take a step over here. Now I can see the spider. I did not know that room continued on this side. All right. Let's see here. Spider looks bad. How many hit points do we think the spider has?
Probably quite a few.
We got a picture.
Yeah. Yeah. He looks bulky. He's well
Bit
fed.
of a chungus.
Yeah.
Like Ares
Mm-hmm.
in spider form.
Yeah, we
Look,
we
that's-
weighed our dogs the other day, which is not easy. Just getting on a scale and picking up the dogs and getting on back on the scale.
Mm-hmm.
Athena is 75 pounds and Ares is 91 pounds.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, he was not fun to pick up. He weighs more than my oldest child.
Wow.
Yep. Let's go ahead and throw. Let's just see what happens. Let's cast Witch Bolt at the first level.
Okay.
That feels fun. Oh, or not.
Oh boy, these attack rolls. You guys
I
used
do
all
have
your...
inspiration though. Hang
Yeah.
on. I have inspiration. I'm gonna use it.
You rolled all these like nat 20s and amazing for that the skill challenge
for
with
all
the ships and
skill
now
yeah.
actual combat.
How about a 23 to hit the
That's
spider?
Another good use of
That's
inspiration, yes. That will definitely
Okay.
hit.
Casting it at level 1. No, only 2 lightning damage.
2
But-
lightning damage.
You have to keep doing it each turn.
Yeah,
though, right?
we are sustained amongst each other.
Mm-hmm. It's
Yeah.
the Emperor Lightning. Just
Yeah.
Why is there not a
That's-
lightning
that's-
one?
That's all I've got.
I think there'd be a lightning effect, but there's not.
Mm.
Alright, so there's currently a lightning bolt arcing between you and this spidery creature. Mac, my friend, unfortunately you are still unconscious.
I am.
And it's
I
going to
am.
require somebody to use an action or for you to take damage. But
So-
your...
My Drake acts immediately after my turn.
Yep.
When I'm unconscious, he can do whatever he wants. He has a wisdom of 14, so I feel like he'd be.
He would know that you
wise.
need to be conscious in this case. this would not be an
Yeah.
appropriate time for a Mac nap.
It'd
He
give you a
would-
wet willy.
Yeah,
It just licks you.
look, use his tongue.
Yeah.
I
Too
think
deep in the ear. Just
He would try to wake up Mac rather than attack the Sahagin.
mm.
I will allow it as a trained animal that has seen you fall unconscious, even though he's being harried, that, yes, I think he can spend his action waking you up.
Okay.
Right up the nostril.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, it's the waking up with the dog, like, on top of you, just...
Mhm. Oh, thank you. Oh, good boy. Thank you. Thank you for waking me now. Let's show this Sahagin what we can do on our next turn.
on my next turn. And with you conscious now, this Swaggin will, the other one, will run up and attempt to, this one does not have the fancy frills, but it does have a spear,
Great.
and will attempt to stab at thee.
Oh
Oh,
no!
Mac,
Okay, hold on.
you do not have fucking silvery barbs somehow, do you?
I don't, but I got one better. Okay, I gotta paste it.
One better than silvery barbs.
This is the DM's emotion.
Oh shit!
threatening.
Actually, you know what?
Oof.
I
It
can't.
was exciting for a second.
It's not in 30 feet. Never mind. Damn. Okay. I was gonna do the thing I was talking about when I level up, where I can create any attack. I can create like a transference portal that makes the attack hit someone else,
Oh man.
but it has to be within 30 feet. And neither Mac nor this creature are within 30 feet of me.
Oh wow. Okay.
Sorry, Mac. I almost was gonna have that spear come through a portal and hit the spider right in the face.
That's a good one though. Now you've got me worried about, like, oh shit, he's got something else he can do against critical attacks.
Yeah.
Devastating. Mac, 12 piercing damage with the crit. And I need you to roll on the massive damage table, since that always triggers on crits.
Great. Great.
And he's, at least you're conscious, but you are knocked prone.
Yeah.
There we go. Which is especially not good because that was his first attack, which means he gets
Yep.
advantage on his second attack as he comes in to try to
No.
bite you.
Kill me now.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
rolled devastatingly
Okay.
bad. However, the bite misses terribly. Maybe he wasn't expecting to wallop you so hard, and it comes in and clamps his teeth, and you're already like on the floor.
I fell prone and hit my shell instead. Bet you didn't see that, sucker.
Mm-hmm. This Sawagan Raider Gottwald will do the same trick that the other one did, where the frills come up and it attempts to spit poison in your direction.
The spider creature just killed your friend. Do you not see this?
Yeah,
Damn. That hits.
19. You still get the con save. DC 13 con save.
You know what?
What? What? Now what move do you have?
I'm going to say move, now that I just reminded myself that I have it.
Mm.
That spit is going to come towards... So these are also short rests, so I feel like I need to use them too.
Yeah.
That spit is going to come towards me, but like the cloud giant rune that's etched on one of his horns is going to just shine bright blue, and a misty, just like Doctor Strange circle is going to appear in front of him, and the spit's going to come through it and come out right next to me and hit that spider right in the face.
Wow. Okay. You literally yell that and then make it happen.
That's right.
In addition, when you or a creature you can see within 30 feet of you is hit by an attack roll, you can... Yeah, because this is I don't know why this is an attack roll and a save. I'm so confused by that.
That is a little weird.
I never caught that in the crafting streams, how this creature works. It was a target of the attack using the same roll. Okay. So it would definitely hit the spider, and then the spider would have to make a con save.
Yep.
Which...
What was the con save?
13, so it does actually make
shit.
it.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was... So, and the Swagan sees you do this, and its eyes go wide, and it says something in some strange language that you think is just shock or surprise. And it actually runs and attempts to escape out this door, which you notice is already open, so you can presume maybe they came from there. And attempts to escape out the door, but it does have to... Well, no, it doesn't have to traverse the webs. There's a... Yeah, it can actually go here. And escapes out here and then around a corner.
Alright. Leaving us with the spider.
Yeah. It's probably just trying to do the thing of like, oh, let me slow you down.
Yeah.
So you'll be a handy snack and then I'll leave. But
Oh, right.
with that happening, it's like, well, I'm still going to leave. And Gottwald, is your turn.
Okay. Gottwald.
This creature just screams at you angrily.
Yeah, it's unsettling. Not a fun thing to be right in the face of.
Mm-hmm.
Gottwald's gonna punch it in the face.
It's no ghost, but it is punchable.
Yep. Does a 13 hit this thing?
It does.
Okay. For 7 bludgeoning.
Yeah, reels back.
And then he will use the Tavern Brawler feat to attempt to grapple him as a bonus action.
Yes, Demnix, thank you. Mac does still have the poison condition for 1 hour.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Right, go ahead.
He's grappling as a bonus action.
Okay.
So the creature needs to roll in athletics or acrobatics versus 22.
Oh my gosh. It's same either way. Oh my gosh. Yep, it is definitely grappled.
All right. He's got him like a headlock. And
Got a
Gottwald's going
creepy
to start...
spider creature in headlock.
Yep. He's going to start marching towards that door. He can't go very far because he's got half movement while he's holding somebody. But he's basically like shoving the spider through that doorway.
Oh, trying to bring it down here?
Yeah, bring it
okay.
down to where the Swagan went. He's going to come down this far, kind of like put the spider creature right there.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. If you stick to outside of the webs, you can move normally. But as
Yeah.
we said, if you're grappling somebody, you also move at half speed.
movement.
Yeah.
Yep, so this is as far as I can go.
Okay. Just dragging it forcibly away
That's
from
right.
Okay.
All right.
It is its turn next, and clearly it's not happy about this situation. It is going to scream and deploy a web out of its ass.
Lovely.
And, oops. Controlled V, I don't know if that put, yeah, there it is. And throw a web up here, but this is one of those things where it's not gonna, I think, affect you until the start of your turn? Starts its turn in the webs, or that enters them during its turn. Yeah, so actually,
Okay.
we'll revisit that when you start your turn.
Okay.
And grapple is... It just is speed 0, so you can still
Just speed 0. Yeah.
still
he
kind of
can- he
attack.
can
You're just
still
kind of
attack
wrestling it,
fine.
basically.
Yep.
All right. Well, while you're wrestling it, it will try to bite you.
Yep. That'll hit.
Yeah, almost a crit.
Jesus. Oh no.
For 9 piercing and 4 poison, and I need a con save or become poisoned.
That's a lot of damage. Con save. Okay. What's the DC on the con save?
At 11.
Doesn't say. 11. Okay. Oh, it says right there. Yeah.
Yeah. So you are not poisoned, but you do take the damage.
Okay.
And then attempts to claw at the. Unsuccessfully though.
He did 3 things that turn. I need a slow spell in here. He took 3 discrete actions.
This Sawagan Raider will attempt to. Well, you're prone, Max. So it's going to attempt to and poison. I don't remember what poison does exactly. But it's going to, with advantage, attempt to claw and bite at you. Turning your attention to you, thinking you are definitely going to be the stronger threat here. Oh, 14, I don't think, yeah. Claws, 21.
Yeah.
For 6 piercing. Mr. T.
Big T. So Mac is conscious, right?
He's conscious. He's currently poisoned and on the floor.
But he's conscious.
He is conscious.
Okay.
He feels everything.
Everything?
Thunder wave. Thunder wave.
Wait.
Just cut him loose.
I'll try to tentacle again.
Now, Coral. What have I told you about trying to roll dice?
Not to do it.
Not to do it.
Don't do it.
You can't be doing that.
Oh.
Yeah, natty 1 on the tentacle. That tentacle is just like, I don't know. It's sitting on the side of the ship, just smoking a cigarette or something. It's just not really
Just waving
feeling
at people.
It's waving. It's just playing solitaire with some cards it found.
That's just a bonus action, though, right? Like, that's not.
Right.
Okay.
I will lightning lure the spitty guy.
Remind me about lightning lure. Self.
He's a
Got a lash of lightning that strikes at one creature of your choice. You can see within 15 feet. Target must have seen a strength save. Okay. The spitty guy. Okay. Strength save is a 12, sir.
Yeah.
Yep. That does it.
Hold 10 feet. I'm going to take one of you that's within 5 feet of you. Yeah, so you feel it a little bit of a tug, but then it kind of screams at you, plants its feet.
All right. Back into my hole.
Sabra, you still got lightning arcing between you
I
and
do.
the spider.
Yeah. I have to use my action to do more damage to it. That's the downside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a funky spell.
Yeah.
It auto hits, right? Because you're already doing it, but you just have to.
Yeah, it auto hits. It's just re-rolling the damage, the 1d12 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, why not? Let's just do that. That'll be my action.
Okay.
I'm just gonna roll the damage, the 1d12.
That's fine.
11 points of damage this time.
That is a massive charge. Giant surge goes up, and you start smelling like burned flesh as this creature screams in agony. Just zzz.
To catch the blood.
I guess because
fire.
it's a magical, Gottwald doesn't feel that, even though he's holding on to the creature at the time. But it's like a
He's holding on to like his head, and she's shooting his ass with the lightning.
okay,
It's fine.
yeah.
It's insulated.
You've got it worked. Yeah, he's pretty insulated.
That's my action.
All right, this spider creature looks very heavily wounded after that attack, especially. Mr. Mac, you are prone and poisoned and surrounded by fish monsters.
Yep. Not looking good, huh? That
Could be better.
Gets up and brush it off some of that poison. Bonus action. Casts. I clicked on it. Nothing happened.
Oh.
Give it a little bit. Give it a little bit.
What
Is
do
it
we-
asking for a level? Sometimes the pop-up comes up with like what level do you
Trigon.
want to.
Why isn't it working?
what are you trying to do?
Zephyr Strike.
Oh.
Well, anyways. I'll delete or take away a slot. Spell slot.
Okay.
So I move like the wind, and
Bonus
so I
action.
give myself movement without provoking opportunity attacks. So I'm going to jump away from the Sahagin here.
Later.
I assume this tentacle is spectral. It's not like solid mass, is it?
Right. You can.
Is that right?
Doesn't count as anything.
I will
That's
walk
right. We said it doesn't take
through
up a space, right? Yeah.
And I do have, extra 30 feet, so I can go here. I will, this is the one that downed me, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna attack him. Zephyr Strike gives me 1 advantage, so let's make it count. He's gonna shoot him with a longbow. What happened?
11 plus 2.
Oh, I forgot to turn on sharpshooter.
You
which
didn't have
would not-
sharpshooter on, yeah.
No, I did not, and it was a 13. Terrible.
13 does hit.
Oh, phew. Too bad I didn't have sharpshooter. But he takes 8, and then the force
But
damage.
sharpshooter would have given you a -5.
That would have not have hit. Yeah.
Right, exactly. So it's a good thing you didn't have sharpshooter on.
And then shoot, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Extra force damage of 6. Ooh, max damage, nice.
Nice.
So 14 damage.
Wow. Okay, that arrow does a chunk of damage to that fish creature. It hisses at you. See, it knew you were a threat.
And then that was my action, bonus action. So on the Drake's turn, he can move, and all he can do now is take an action of dodge.
So he is doing the dodge action.
Yep.
Okay.
All right,
Well,
it takes your bonus action to do something with them.
Yep.
I think you bonus action is the Zephyr Strike, though.
Right.
That is true.
Which is why he dodged.
Oh, so he dodged when he can't do anything. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Correct. I can copy and paste here, but only unless you take a bonus action during command. So yeah, since I did not have a bonus action, it can only do dodge on its turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he is actively dodging.
Not a bad move since
Yep.
he's blocking the doorway right there. So this Sawagin is going to have to attack with disadvantage. Attempt to spear it. What is that thing's AC? Oh, it's
It's a
better
it's
than
a 16.
9. A 16?
Yeah.
Nice. For a
Wow.
summon, that's pretty
It's-
solid.
That's
14
insane.
plus proficiency bonus.
Holy crap. Okay. Those are both going to be misses then as this creature attempts to attack your stupid little Drake thing that is one of the biggest tanks of the party all of a sudden.
Ooh, this new thing is fancy.
You like that? Yeah, MVPC poll is up
Yeah.
and has been put into YouTube. So it's slightly different now. You just have to click a button instead of having to actually type in the words. And it's also completely anonymous this time. So that's either a plus or negative, as it will no longer actually track
So
you
yeah.
know, my name.
I'm going to report your poll.
Let's see. Gottwald. You see nothing because I don't think anybody has, or does anybody have vision of this? Let's see. Doesn't look like it. Okay. So Gottwald, now I need you to make a dex save against the webs that have appeared.
Okay. Is that good enough?
It is good enough.
Okay. All right. I've still got him grappled.
Indeed.
Which means, as part of Tavern Brawler, I can do a little jab at him. It's just a free action. Or actually doesn't talk about it here. Oh, weird. Must have edited it. But well,
Are you making up rules?
I am making up. No, it's part of the feat. Part of the tavern. I don't know why it's not there, but part of the Tavern Brawler feat is if you have someone grappled, you do 1d4 damage to them at the beginning of your turn.
Oh. You're just like giving them noogies or something?
Exactly. Just like squeezing them or just like, I don't know.
What willies?
That's right. All right, so he takes 4 damage from that.
I'm sorry. I'm looking this rule up. I'm not seeing this.
Okay,
Where did you actually find it?
Oh, maybe it's not Tavern Brawler. Hold on. Maybe it's unarmed fighting style.
I'm finding.
Oh, it's unarmed fighting style. Sorry, I had the wrong thing.
Yeah, that's Tavern Brawler.
Unarmed fighting style. At the start of each of your turns, you can deal 1d4 bludgeoning damage to one creature grappled by you.
Ah, okay.
I had the wrong. It's not a feat. It's a fighting style.
Okay. Given the Ettercap a noogie. A painful
That's
noogie.
right.
Jeez, 4 damage.
Yeah. Okay, then I'm gonna punch him. You are not a ghost, but you are very weird looking, so I don't mind punching you.
Very punchable.
5.
65. Yeah, this creature is screaming now in rage and pain, and as you like break one of its mandibles across the jaw, still alive, but looks like it is in bad shape.
Okay, what Gottwald wants to do actually is he wants to move the creature that's grappled by him, the Ettercap, down 1.
Okay.
Like just physically move him.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action after hitting him with an unarmed strike, he is going to attempt to hammering horns him. So he's going to attempt to shove him back. Strength save equals to 8 plus my proficiency. Oh, I have this plugged in somewhere. There we go. So DC 14.
I love that Chris is playing the fighter and yet by far has the most complicated character in terms of his combat round. By far. About 3 times as long as anybody else's, despite playing a fighter.
I wouldn't have played a fighter if I
Those
wasn't
you
able
could
to
have
do
done
it.
it, yeah. No, I hear you. Alright, so as part of the attack, you attempt to shove it with a strength saving throw. Nope. This thing is going to go flying.
Okay. So he goes 10 feet backwards, and then Gottwald's going to walk up to that door and shut it. And just hold it shut.
You see as it flies backwards, it slams into a piece of, I don't know, the mast or something of the ship, and it just like, you hear a large sickening crack as you close the door and you see its head actually loll.
Oh.
It was
that
very,
close to death, huh?
very low on hit points.
Okay. Alright, well that case gonna take 1 step forward and see if I see if that Swagan's still down here.
You do not see that Swagan. Instead, through this room, you see it as a mess. It's covered in blood and debris. It looks like it was the galley, the kitchen. And you see stairs going up and a trap door that is open with stairs going down.
Okay. Gottwald will call back up to Savra. The spider creature is dealt with.
Yeah. Sorry, you
Yeah, but
feel
it's
your lightning obviously stops arcing.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
She would know, wouldn't she?
Yeah.
That's it for me.
Okay. The raider still has this creature in its face. It's still gonna. You're still poisoned, actually. I guess it'll try to spit poison at the Drake then, but it's gonna have disadvantage because it's in melee. Oh, that sucks. Fortunately, can't spit that poison very effectively in melee range, so instead it's going to try to claw. Oh my gosh. And bite, there we go. At your Drake. Oh, you're right, disadvantage. Thank you. Let's try, which one was it, the bites? And 15 does not hit.
Miss.
You gotta be kidding me with this AC 16 on a summon. Who allowed that? Mr. Toril, you've had a lot of time to think about.
Surprise! I'm back.
The tentacle looks at
You
you
thought after
excitedly.
the first 2 misses.
You thought I'd go away, but no.
I will tentacle again.
That's a better tentacle.
That's a better one.
14 is good. That will hit. That tentacle's gonna slap.
Oh. Nice. Does slap.
He
Slap full
slaps.
damage.
How can you slap?
Cold
That's a very obscure meme reference. How could you slap? Have you ever seen that video? It's like some Indian talk show where like a lady's yell. It's like a bachelor situation. Like an Indian lady's like yelling at a bunch of 3 guys, and she slaps one of them, and he fucking backhands her. He like just puts her down, and he starts yelling, "How can she slap? How can she slap?" And then all the other guys on the stage like fucking fight him. Like they get mad and start beating him up. It's
I do not understand any of that.
okay.
I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, okay.
No, I legit don't. I'm not on the. I'm not on the.
I'll send you the
I
video.
don't have the dankest memes. I'm sorry.
It's very popular.
Is it very dank?
It's a dank meme.
All right.
Alright. Let's blast him.
That Sawagan looks very, very heavily wounded after that tentacle slap.
All right.
How about, can I do a reaction?
To Toril slapping it with a tentacle?
Yep.
Oh.
Infuse strike. When another creature within 30 feet of the Drake. I don't know if you count that a weapon attack or not.
I'll,
Question.
Is a tentacle not an extension of his own
That's
weapon?
right.
Oh.
That's right.
So if you allow it, that's 4 extra fire damage right there.
Great, I do.
The Drake infuses the strike with its essence.
Yep.
But-
I
This
Hold
is
the
some
fire.
bullshit creature. Where did you dig this hole? You guys just making up subclasses now. Chris can fucking redirect attacks. And what is this like? And I'm gonna give you additional fire damage. The DM should have taken another double take of some of these. What is going on?
Four.
Your Drake can add fire damage to the tentacle.
Got baby aggro.
It's a reaction. It's called
Mhm.
infuse strikes.
Yeah, it sure looks like it.
That's how it reads.
This is its reaction or your reaction?
It's the Drake's reaction.
Okay. Make an extra 26 damage. Okay. Takes an additional 4 damage, which now it is most exceedingly, almost definitely super wounded. But a 17 Eldritch Blast will hit it, Toril. And thankfully, because of that infused strike, that 3 force damage is a death blow.
Oh, man.
Teamwork. Yeah.
What is the Drake and the tentacle like just high five each other and then the tentacle like
Yeah.
feels super powered and then slaps?
Pearl nods knowingly, then he goes back into his hole.
Back to the hole.
Max says, "Great work, Drakey," and tentacle thingy.
The tentacle
I
nods.
don't know if you named your tentacle yet.
Just knowingly.
Is Heather there?
I
Sombra?
see like a ghost.
Yeah.
Your token moved, so now I'm a little freaked out.
Hang on, I'm trying to do this while putting the baby back down. So stop for a second.
Stopping.
There's literally the baby's face is like a ghost in the darkness. It is
I can't see.
like she's at the bottom of the frame. She's just,
I knew it was
yeah.
gonna happen because I fucking put her down tonight and she never stays down
Alright.
when I do that.
I'm gonna attack this guy up here.
Okay.
We'll give him fleas.
Give him fleas. This is a con save. Oh. He does have the fleas for 1 poison damage.
But then he has to move, right? That's
Come
how
on,
that,
Cass.
yeah.
So yeah, or take 26 points. I'm gonna move 5 feet in a random direction. I'll roll a d4 real quick. 2 is south. It can't go south. Direction is blocked. The target doesn't move. All right. It tries to run into the Drake,
Okay.
but just kind of bumps. Mr. Mac.
Mac is going to shoot the one in front of Drakey. I will turn on sharpshooter this time. Let's see what happens.
Oh wow.
Ah, damn it. I keep hitting advantage for some reason. It should not be advantage.
You should have disadvantage because you're poisoned.
Oh, I don't know what poison does. You never told me.
You're right. I did not. And I just looked it up, and you have disadvantage on attack rolls.
Well, it's a 10 either way. It's the...
Yeah, a 10 minus 3 is a 7. That is not going to
Yep.
hit.
That's too bad. I like him continuing to dodge, so I will let the Drake do dodge again.
Yeah, this Drake is frustratingly good at tanking. Alright, Swaggin with disadvantage will attempt to stab that Drake. Well, that's... I rolled a
Wow.
19 and a 20, so that's
Dear
Hit.
Lord.
almost as good as I could have done on disadvantage.
Yep.
Oh,
Nice.
2 piercing damage.
And the worst you could have done on damage.
Yeah. I'd probably track hit points on the individual token versus the sheet, if that makes sense. Because, I don't know.
I'm trying to, but it won't change.
Hmm.
Oh, whoops. Okay. I just had to like click away and click on it again.
Mm.
Wow.
Damn.
And then my next disadvantage attack was an 18 and a 17. I rolled a 20, 19, 18, and 17.
That's okay.
But the comeuppance is just absolutely terrible damage.
It's
Actually,
bad
these guys don't
damage.
really do much. They don't have good D dice anyway. For 3 damage, so 5 total. But still, we're making purchase. And then this one you're not sure, and Gottwald. You still see some combat happening way back in the hallway.
All right. Do I have is this difficult terrain or is it just the web thing?
Let's see. They are difficult terrain, yeah. Except for I guess
Okay.
spaces where you've broken through technically. So it'd be like this space maybe, and wherever you
Yeah.
were stuck before.
So I can make it this far. Okay, I'll dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Stuck between this Drake
Mhm.
and this. I can't really. Oh, yes, I can.
You got your stupid dash attack.
I got my dash attack. He will lower his horns and run into the Swuggan. The 10's probably not gonna hit.
No, it's not. They're not armored, but 10's not gonna be good enough.
Nope.
Oh, you're right, Corey. Thank you. Well, that only would have mattered for the. That actually would have mattered in this
Hit.
case, because I only did
Yeah,
damage to the
hit.
Drake literally that first attack, and then the second attack hit anyway. But you're right. That one is dead. We go to Mr. Toro, Mr. T.
Medium size T. The tentacle up and attack with the tentacle.
Gotta go up.
What was the thing I made so much fun of that one day when I saw at the grocery store? Was like diet sweetened tea or zero sugar sweet tea, I think is what it was.
Great.
Not unsweetened. Zero sugar sweet
Sugar,
tea.
sugar, sweet tea. It's got all the chemicals that make you think it's sweet.
Yeah. 10's still not gonna hit.
Great.
One day we'll
Yeah.
hit something.
Maybe. I'll blast him in the face. 6. All right.
6. Yeah. Blasting holes in the ship. You got a little too confident after your one kill. Keep both eyes open. Do we have Savra? Paging Savra. Do we want to unleash the fleas again?
Sure.
Undead fleas.
Unleash
Undead
fleas. Let's do a what is that? Con save against a DC 14. It fails. Reese, give me D6 for poison damage. Ooh, that was some nasty
Wow.
fleas.
I like
So-
fleas.
Just get those fish lice.
I like fleas. Tries to move south and can't. It keeps trying to escape. And the fleas are like in the
Great.
room, and it wants to escape into the most dangerous room of all. Mr. Mac.
All right.
Oh! Name your fucking Drake cheese.
Haha. That's a good one.
That's a good one, right?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Because if you give me, you know what I'm, yeah.
I get, yeah.
All right.
Cheese and mac.
Jeez, Mac, that
It's
doesn't make any sense
perfect.
at all.
Did nobody in the chat think? Come on, chat.
Damn, that's a good one.
Yes, thank you.
All right.
Almost as good
Name
as Zoo
cheese.
Cruise, you assholes.
Hey, I made sure the name stayed in.
All right. Let's shoot the shot flogging. I'm going to have disadvantage apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Still going to keep sharpshooter on.
Bold choice.
Yes, indeed. A 5.
I did confer with some folks who said basically a -5, like sharpshooter is essentially having disadvantage, so you're basically going with double disadvantage, and I respect the choice, but it's not gonna
How
hit.
does the Hagen look?
After that recent flea infestation, he looks not too great.
Okay. Then Drake will bite him using my bonus action to bite.
Yeah. Ooh, his first bite is a almost crit. It's a 19
Wow.
for
7 damage.
24 attack for 7 damage. All right, that Drake just fucking rips out, just rips its leg off, and the Swagan screams and falls down and just bleeds out.
Great.
GG to the Drake Warden. You don't see hair nor hide of the well, you left the premises anyway, but that other Swagan never seemed to return to
back.
battle. It was just fucking off
Yeah.
out of there.
Okay.
Fucking off. Yeah, so the food storage area appeared to be mostly, like I said, just a bunch of barrels of stored food and potable water and things that these creatures were getting into. The cabin was smashed. There were these two doors, and then the large storage room is now clear of enemies, but also had what appeared to be the only things that weren't ransacked in this area, which were covered in webs in the corner of the storage room. A lot of crates and chests.
Oh yeah. Can I open this door? What is this door?
Sure.
We're swagging.
It, that'd be weird if they were just sitting there. Well, we can't activate till the room is open, so I guess we'll just... no, it is a... whatever this room was before, it is now filled with smashed treasure, crushed wooden boxes, and other debris.
Okay. Can I methodically go through and just rip out this web as I go?
Yeah, if there's no
So it doesn't-
danger, you
so it
can...
doesn't
You
bother
can
anybody
yeah,
else?
you can,
Yeah.
you can take your time and start ripping it up.
To the south, my friends. It is the only way forward. So what was in this room? You said that was not
Sorry,
this room?
it was the room to the north
Oh.
of you, actually. The big room had the ones with the webs. Actually, a bunch
Yeah.
of unsmashed crates. And stuff. Every other room has been like ransacked and looted, but this room notably had not been. And this is the room where you found a bunch of Swagan getting attacked by a
You
creature.
said there was a cage in this room too?
Yeah.
Okay. Does it look like the Swagan was in the cage, or was maybe this spider creature in the cage?
When you
Should
look
we
in the
tell
cage,
that?
you see a lot of like webs and
Okay.
and it looks like you look at the size of it and it looks a lot larger than the Swagan.
Gotcha. Okay, so this is what they were keeping this Spider-Man inside of.
We prefer man spider.
The man spider.
Nobody wants to get sued here.
That's right. Okay, yeah. What's in these crates down here?
In the
Spider's room.
crates, Yeah, it looks like I said, the only thing that really hasn't been looted in this entire deck of the ship, and you imagine this Swagon maybe were trying to get there, and something happened, and this creature got loose and started attacking.
You know, he's probably okay to be called a Spider-Man if it's two ends at the end.
Oh man,
That's been
plot
determined.
twist
That is-
related to
Yeah.
Mr. Helmsman
Mr. Mans?
above.
Mr. Helmsman.
Quite the twist.
we're gonna find out the Man family has got deep ties all over
Ties
the seas.
everywhere. Yeah, you find a crate or several crates and chests full of some very nice goods that look like they were being carefully transported. And you go in and find a spell scroll of protection from poison, a potion of heroism.
Yeah, right? Like,
Huh?
I need
talking
that
about
now.
items that would have been useful in the fight.
Yes, exactly. A potion of water breathing.
Oh,
A globe that looks magical and kind of illuminates, a drift, which is a drift globe. A nice cloak that looks magical.
Ooh, it's a cloak of billowing.
It that's all you want. In fact, that cloak looks like it. Hang on, let me look that up for a second. Yeah, that cloak actually would need to be identified, which you guys can also short rest if you wanted to. You don't see any. You might want to get into like a slightly safer position, but you're not in any danger currently. And remember, short rest only 5 minutes.
What was the second thing on your list after the scroll?
Scroll of protection from poison, a potion of heroism, a potion of water breathing, a drift globe, which that one I'm just giving it because it doesn't require attunement or identification. A magic cloak. A striking portrait of a middle-aged man, of a thick, muscular, middle-aged man wearing a crown of pearls. And below it has a plaque with a label that says King Olgrave Redax of Gundbarg. And that looks like it'd be worth some nice coinage.
Quite the name.
And you also find 200 gold pieces in various purses and containers.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money for just like being on a destitute ship here. Okay. I kind of want the potion of water breathing as the only one who doesn't have a method of swimming in this party. But beyond that, you guys can do what you will with the rest. Drift globe is probably good for somebody who needs to see. Well, I mean, Summer's already doing her glowing lights thing.
Yeah.
I'll take the portrait too, just so we can sell it later.
You put thick king.
I did. You were just.
I think the kids usually put 2 C's.
Oh, is that how they?
I think so.
Are we short rest?
Sure. Seems like a good idea.
We can identify the cloak in a short rest.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yep, it only takes 5 minutes. If you guys are not in immediate danger and you can kind of secure your area, then you can do a short rest. You can identify the cloak and the spear. The drift globe. I guess I should share that one. It's magical. Let's see.
I'm voting for my Drake to get the cloak, but I guess we'll see what it is.
Put the gold Drake up. Yeah.
Drift globe is.
Consider using hit dice. I will consider it.
Yep. All right. So the drift globe is a small sphere of thick glass that weighs a pound. If you're within 60 feet of it, you can speak its command word and cause it to emanate the light or daylight spell. The daylight spell can only be used once per day. You can speak another command word to make the globe rise into the air and float no more than 5 feet off the ground. The globe hovers in this way until you or another creature grasps it. If you move more than 60 feet from the hovering globe, it follows you until it is within 60 feet of you. It's a little buddy light thing.
Daylight spells a 3rd level spell.
Yeah.
Wait, it just floats in the air?
Like it just don't care.
Oh, wait, you can light it up and then you can make it float.
You can light it up, make it float, and then, I mean, you can just hold it or grasp it, but I think it
It'll
stays
follow you
within
around.
60 feet of you, it looks like, yeah.
Yeah. That's handy.
So daylight can't be used again until next dawn, but can light be used repeatedly?
Yes. Light's a cantrip, so that's why it kind of makes sense to be able to do that.
So light is 20 feet. And then what's daylight? Daylight is 60 foot pure light. Oh, so that's super bright.
It's
I
super
think
bright mode.
the daylight thing is that it's like real light too. Bright light.
Yeah, not that bullshit like fluorescent lighting.
That's right. Exactly.
And then they both last an hour.
Mhm.
Okay, so you could do daylight for an hour, but then you just do light repeatedly.
I think that's the idea.
Yeah.
It's a good one. None of us have dark vision, so
Well, your fucking Rune Knight fighter has all these new things he's throwing at me.
Yeah, I do now, but yeah.
and my Drake cheese also has dark vision too.
Ah, nice.
The Drake also. Fuck! Does the Drake get to roll? How does healing work? Does it get to roll hit dice? Or is it something you just have to like resummon? I don't.
Yeah, probably resummon. I don't see anything about hit dice.
Okay. Maybe the chat will help out with that.
Wish I could cure it if I wanted to,
How
but
healing works.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I
The
don't think about healing.
the cloak is everybody's. Well, maybe it's. I don't know. It's a good cloak. A cloak of protection. It does require attunement, but you gain a +1 bonus to armor and saving throws while wearing this cloak.
Oh, wow.
All saving throws?
All saving throws.
It's pretty good.
It is pretty good. The spear is a fisher's hook, which also requires attunement. While attacking a creature with a swim speed, you have a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon, including spell attack and damage rolls. Upon landing a critical hit with a melee weapon attack using this weapon, the target is also grappled. While grappling a creature using the hook, you cannot use it to attack. Fisher's Hook can only use its thrown property while underwater, and normal underwater combat rules are ignored for distance. You gain advantage on attack rolls when throwing at targets within 20 feet. As an action while wielding Fisher's Hook, you can cast the spell Create or Destroy Water once per long rest.
Wow.
Well, what's my guy? Mac. Mac does not wear armor, so the cloak of protection would be not useful.
Oh, right. Yours is just a formula.
I mean, he just has a set AC because of
Yeah,
his
it's
spell.
AC. Yeah, exactly. Right.
Would anybody else be able to use the fish hook? I mean, I guess Oral and Saber spells and Gaul uses fists. Is that right?
Yeah.
So maybe I'll take that in if nobody needs it.
Sorry, what are you saying?
Oh, by process of elimination, I was thinking that nobody else really uses Fisher's Hook, so maybe Mac will take it.
Reese is probably too polite to say, but that is desperately trying to emulate
Oh, wait.
Toral's weapon.
Yeah.
Oh, then sure.
Yep.
You gotta say something. I don't know.
Yeah.
You only use tentacles. I can't tell what you do.
A lot of tentacles.
He does use the tentacles.
Stab someone with spear before.
This one does
Well, I guess
improve
it does
spell attack and damage rolls as
spells,
well if you're
yeah,
attacking
okay.
creatures with a swim speed.
Oh, okay. Then yeah.
Like fisher, it's like like a fisherman. Okay, that makes sense. Let's give Savra the cloak of protection, or Toro. I feel like if both
I
of them are
definitely
like,
use that.
yeah. Why don't you take both? Why don't you take the cloak of protection? +1 to AC and saving throws would be a good one.
It's the guy who's gone down the most. I
Yeah,
think.
exactly. That's fair.
You need the protection. Yeah, and definitely get the short rest on.
Yep.
Okay, who's taking the drift globe then?
No, you take it. I'm not going to be able to use it. Oh, I'm not going to use it. I'm sure Savra might want it.
Sabra
too.
might, yeah, just for the light stuff.
The aesthetic. Yeah,
The light
Doesn't she have the dancing lights thing or whatever?
she does.
Yeah.
Yeah. This would probably
Actual
replace it
spell.
in terms of. Also, the dancing lights. I think Eric said like earlier. They're like little candles. They just give off dim light. They're not.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right. Yep,
Okay.
having
Yeah,
short
so
rested
she knows.
after your battle, your only way forward is probably you've already seen is down south. But I think this is going to be a good stopping point for our session. Poor Sabra has won our MVPC poll and she is not here, but I think we'll have her roll for it maybe at the start of next set. She got bad baby aggro, which is a bummer. I think we can have her roll for it.
Usually happens at the beginning of the session.
At the beginning of the session, yeah, I think that's probably a pretty good play. So we'll remember.
Okay,
I'll type something in there. We'll all collect.
She got an MVPC. Also, remind her that we're giving her a drift club.
Yeah.
And what Chris spoiled at the beginning, there's not going to be a session.
Unfortunately, there's not going to be a session next
so
week.
we have to write this down.
We're going to have to remember, throughout.
I mean, just want to roll for her. Is
she said we could. I mean, I guess we could if that's going to be too much to.
I think so.
Okay, you just want to roll for it. Who wants to do the honors?
Go ahead, Ray.
Yeah, Ray, go ahead and do it.
I gotta find it again. I don't usually earn MVPC. Where's the MVPC report? There it goes.
But yeah, the new poll system worked pretty slick, I think.
Oh,
Grant another player inspiration. I'll text her that. You get to give...
Does anybody have inspiration right now?
Oh, that's a good point.
I used mine this session.
Okay, so everyone's empty, right?
I think everyone's empty.
So 2, Mac, 3.
Hang on, I'm texting her to see if she wants to.
Oh, see if she wants to like.
Yeah.
Oh, she wants to pick. All right. I'm just gonna roll a D3.
See, this was the. She says Reese. Reese gets inspiration. That will help you land some hits.
I had inspiration.
You have it now?
Pretty sure I do.
You've had inspiration after all these missed attacks? What the fuck?
Do for the what, like 3 damage is gonna do a lot?
All right, roll between Chris and Ray then, somebody. Reese, you get to roll then.
Chris is 1.
All right. Ray, Mac gets
Mac gets
inspiration. There you go. All right.
The new MVPC poll thing is really cool looking though. It works. It's like it works really well.
Yes, yeah. The bummer is I can't have it scheduled. It's all I literally have to type all that in. But
oh, you do. Okay.
Yeah, but it takes not very long.
Okay.
But yeah, so pretty slick that that system works and cool. All right, that was going to do it for this week's session of Call from the Deep. Thank you to Chris, Heather, Raymond, and Reese for playing. Thank you to all the wonderful fans for watching. Stick around for our post-session chat from the Deep after our show tonight. We already announced at the start of the session we are not going to be doing Call from the Deep next week. We have a player out, but it is a perfect time to do a Halloween one-shot adventure. So look for that as I attempt to get that done for the 27th. So we will still be here doing a show with an exciting guest star next week as well. All right, shout outs to Platinum patrons Joe, Will, Thomas, Stan, Brennan, Zendersider, David, Eclectic, Roleplay Roll, Christopher, Brian, Corey, Koa, 1337, Big Nut, John F, John L, Scott, Eric, Tyler, Nathan, Camp Crystal, Counselor, Andrew C, Daryl, the Reldron, Captain Woody 79, Stephanie, Andy, P01135809, and Patrick. And gold patrons RPG Papercrafts, Pretty Boy, and Yuma, Dead Lizard Lounge, Sam, Lumpy Spuds, Jerome, Nathan, Fast Like a Tortoise, Scott, Rufus, Karen, William, Jerry, Thomas, and Prophet. Thank you all very much for your support. We're live streaming our D&D adventures every week, and we will technically see you next time.
Bye.